Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking and for watching the video. Welcome to the free game collection. Now, look at that. It's not exactly the biggest pile in the world, is it? However, don't be deceived, because some of the stuff that I've managed to pick up this week, absolutely fantastic. It's all from the charity shop. And yeah, like I say, some of the bits at the bottom. I don't usually do this, but I'll tell you now, I only spent £8.50 for everything you see here. So as I start to get towards the end and show you some of the stuff I picked up, £8.50 is an absolute bargain. So don't be deceived by the size. We're going to get this very, very easily free this week. So before I get started, well, let me start with this one actually. So these were from the Salvation Army. They had like 4 massive tubs on the floor, and it just said 4 DVDs for £1. So I started rummaging through. They don't usually do this, but they were massive. There must have been thousands of DVDs. Anyway, rummaging through. One thing I will say, because it's not game related, but worth keeping an eye out for. So 4 for £1. They had some box sets in there. So I picked up that 70s show, season 3, season 4 of Merlin, Fame, the complete first series, no idea what that is to be honest, and I don't know this one, the Tony Hancock collection. They were in there 4 for £1. Now they're not gaming related, granted, but keep an eye out if they've got box sets in these deals, because obviously you get a little bit more for the box set. For £1, I'll get £5 on a voucher for those. So also try find the ones that aren't on streaming services, because they're usually the ones that hold a bit more value, because they're not as easy to watch. But yeah, couple DVD box sets there for £1, they'll help us on the way. But then I rummaged and I did find a couple of games. There was a lot of Wii Fit. There was a lot of FIFAs. I just left them and picked these up. They're not the greatest, to be fair, but 4 for £1, you're not going to complain. So I've got 8 games. So the first one is Assassin's Creed 2. I think this is the one that got Leonardo da Vinci in it. I'm pretty sure it is. If it is, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, I've definitely played it at some point in time. I think that's the Da Vinci one. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 2, you don't get much for that at all. You also don't get much for this one at all. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which I think is the 3rd one. I think this came out before Revelations. Again, decent game, fantastic. I really enjoyed the original Assassin's Creeds. I enjoyed most Assassin's Creeds, to be honest with you, now I say that. This one I really enjoyed. It's the original, Assassin's Creed 1. I played this at very early days in my first year of university, absolutely loved it. The graphics and that, when this first came out, the gameplay was absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah, obviously not so innovative these days, but back in the day, absolutely fantastic. But again, you get very little for that as well. I assume you don't get much for the Assassin's Creed games because they made so many of them. That's my only thought. Mass Effect 3, so this got some real heat. The ending was less than stellar considering how great the story was for the first 2 games. Again, you don't get too much for it at all, but it was 4 for £1, so let's just say I got those 4 for £1. Next one, there was a PS2 game in there, Star Wars Battlefront. I played Battlefront 2. I don't think I ever actually played Star Wars Battlefront, the first one. No, I've got no memories of doing it. But yeah, I've already got that one in the collection, so that'll be moving on. Again, you don't get much for that. I've definitely played this one. Ninja Gaiden 2, hard as hell, Team Ninja. I played this at university as well, actually, a bit more towards the end of uni. I don't think I ever got past like the 2nd level on it. Really difficult, but really fun. It's not at all like Dark Souls, but still that sense of difficulty. You got to really pay attention to what's going on. Gears of War Judgment. So this is the one, this is like a spin-off. I think it came out after Gears of War 3. It's very similar. It's Baird and Cole, I think, are the 2 main people in it. Fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. You just never hear anyone mention this one. But yeah, Gears of War Judgment. Again, you don't get too much for it, but great little game to pick up and play if you find it. And the last one, SmackDown vs Raw 2008, featuring ECW. You actually get a little bit for this, a little bit more than some of the later ones as well. I don't really know why. I'm not really completely up to date with my wrestling games at all, so maybe there's a decent character roster in it, or maybe featuring ECW's got something to do with it. I don't know, but you get a little bit more for that one than some of the later wrestling games on the 360 and PS3. So yeah, £2 for 8 games. Not the greatest, but you can't complain, can you really? So not too bad at all. And then this little stack here. So this is where we get into the little tiny stack here. There's some fantastic games. So this first one, this was from, oh, I don't know what charity shop this is actually from. This is a little independent charity shop. No, it's not going to come to me. But they had one game sitting there, and it was 50 pence. I don't know if you can see that. 50p Halo, the Master Chief Collection. I don't have this. I bet you I've already got all the games for it though, as in what's included. Yeah, remaster Halo 2 Anniversary, Combat Evolved, Halo 3 and Halo 4. So I'm pretty sure I already have all those games. But I don't have them on the Xbox One. Halo, by the way, I remember I remember back in the day on Halo, watching Halo for the first time, and I was really confused because like the trailers are like this big cinematic sort of space war, isn't it? And then you start playing it, and there's these little things running around making some weird noises and stuff. I thought that I was really confused when I sat down and played it for the first time. I didn't think it was the right game. I don't know if that was just me. Let me know in the comments. But first time I turned on Halo, I was like, this can't be the advert that I saw. I haven't played many Halo games at all. I'm tempted to keep hold of it just because it's a nice Master Chief collection. It's not going to take up much space on the shelf, and I am a bit of an Xbox fan, so you should really have a Halo collection, shouldn't you? But yeah, I don't know when this came out, but 50p for Master Chief collection, absolutely fantastic. I was absolutely buzzing when I saw that. I couldn't believe it. So all of these are now from the same charity shop. They were all £1. So I'll tell you that. Everything else I'm about to show you were £1. So I paid, yeah, £5 for all of these. First one, Spider-Man, Friend or Foe. Now, unfortunately, this does not have the manual, and the disc is a little bit scratched. I won't show you because you can never really see on camera, but the disc needs to be ran through a disc cleaner. I haven't played it. I know this game is on the Wii and the Xbox 360, so I assume it must be on the PS3 as well. Spider-Man games, as we know, we've got the whole licensing situation, which is why some of them are so expensive. I don't have this one in the PS2 collection. I don't really know what it's about. It seems like you team up with your enemies. I really don't know much about this game at all. I'm going to have a little go on it. Well, first I'm going to have to go get it ran through a disc cleaner. But for £1, I think CEX wants upwards of £15 for this game at the moment. It's a shame that there's no manual in there, but for £1, you're not going to leave it in the charity shop, are you? So Spider-Man, Friend or Foe, I think I'm going to have to keep hold of this. Hopefully I'll come across a manual at some point in time. But yeah, the Spider-Man games, they go up so high in value, don't they? So I might have to keep this one. Like I say, I don't have it in the PS2 collection. I don't really know how well I'm doing for Spider-Man on the PS2. I think I've got the majority of them. I know I'm still lacking quite a few on the 360 side. This next one, so this one, I've never ever seen this before. Valkyria Chronicles. I believe this is a PS3 exclusive. It's from Sega. The artwork on it looks something a bit like Attack on Titan, and I do like Attack on Titan, but I have never played it because I didn't even know this game existed. It is in fantastic condition, by the way. Absolutely spot on. It says on the back, turn-based tactics meet action-packed real-time shooting in this beautifully epic crafted game. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to have a little go on this one, but if it is a PS3 exclusive in this condition and it is a turn-based tactic games, I bet you this will be right up my street. If you know anything about this game, let me know in the comments if it's definitely worth sitting down and playing. But you see, gift aid for £1, absolutely. I won't lie, when I saw this, I thought to myself, that I bet you is worth loads, because I've never seen it before. It's actually not. It's actually quite a cheap game. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, CEX don't charge too much for it at all. But yeah, I hope I'm saying that right, Valkyria Chronicles looks absolutely fantastic, so I'll be playing that one. This next one is Dark Souls 3 for £1. Again, absolutely fantastic condition. Dark Souls is the one game franchise I wish I was better at. It actually turns out that I've got a very good friend that he also has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link around me somewhere and in the description. He is absolutely amazing at Dark Souls, and he does like Dark Souls content, and I just wish I was that good. I really enjoy the games. I love the lore. I love the world. It's just, I just get battered on the things. I don't know if I don't have the patience, or maybe it's not really a sort of game that my skill set tailors to. I don't know. But Dark Souls 3, I already have this. I have the mastered edition on the Xbox One, so I won't be keeping hold of it, although I am tempted to keep hold of it on the PS4, because I do, it's really weird. I really love Dark Souls, despite the fact that I'm no good at it at all. Part of me is tempted to keep it, but you do get a nice little return from CEX on this. And again, CEX are charging quite a bit for Dark Souls 3, but yeah, absolutely fantastic condition. £1, absolutely brilliant to have found that and picked it up. Two more now. This one I have never seen before. This is Advanced Wars Dual Strike. They wanted $22.99 in Game Station at some point in time. I do miss Game Station. So again, this one does appear to be, yeah, a turn-based strategy series, which is usually right up my street. Now, I've already had a very quick go on this. It's got the manual, but it's got the American ESRB cart. I put it in 2 of my DSs, a 3DS and a 2DS, and they do work, which is, so I'm happy to probably trade this into CEX. I had a very quick go already on this one. It seems all right, but to be honest, I'm probably never going to sit down and play it because there's a lot of other turn-based games that I prefer to play over it. And I think it's about 15 quid in CEX, so you get a half decent return. I've never seen it before. I would have put this on Vinted, but I'm not going to, just because it's an ESRB cart, and although I know it works, I don't want to face any problems with that by people not realising that on Vinted. So yeah, fantastic game to have picked up. I do miss Game Station, Gift Aid as well, but yeah, you don't see it very often. Don't see it. There's a couple of copies of it in CX, so it can't be too rare or anything, but I've never really seen it. And the last one, again for £1, Zelda Spirit Tracks. Now obviously I know what Zelda is, I know who Link is. I've played a couple of the games. I already have this one. I've never played this one, so I can't really say too much about it. If you don't mind, put something in the comments to tell me, is this worth playing? Because I think there's this one. Is there another, is this on Hourglass or something on the DS? I think I've got over there, I think I saw. This is in lovely condition. This is ready for Vinted. I'm going to stick this on Vinted. CEX want 30 quid for this bad boy. So I'm assuming it's good, but you never know when it's a Zelda game, because those sort of games sometimes they just demand a higher price, don't they? So I'm not sure how good this game is to warrant a £30 price tag, because I mean 2009 this came out. I mean, Jesus Christ, this isn't far away from 20 years old, is it? In a couple of years. Ugh, it makes me feel old. Anyway, Zelda Spirit Tracks. £1 in the charity shop. Absolutely buzzing when I picked it up, and when I saw the condition of it as well. Luckily as well, this is a PAL cartridge. Absolutely fantastic. So I think this will go in Vinted. So like I say, £8.50 for everything you've just seen there, and that I can walk into CX and get double that for just that one game. So although it's not the biggest stack in the world, it's actually a pretty good one. It's going to be very easy to make this free, and there's going to be some nice voucher off the end of it. And there's a couple games here that I think I want to add to the collection. So yeah, it's actually a pretty decent week. So I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to go to CX. I'll be back in a minute. And I am back from CEX, so let's make everything free. First, we need to know how much everything just saw cost. Like I mentioned earlier, £8.50. Barely anything at all. So take £8.50 away. That's what we need to get back to make it free. How did we make it free? I've never done this any easier than this. I put up Zelda Spirited Tracks on Vinted. CX sent it for 30. I put it up for 20. I sold it for 18 in just a couple hours. I thought, why not? So £18 back for that makes the whole thing free. So stick £18 up there. So we got the money back. We got it free plus nearly a tenner off the one game. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we took a load of stuff in for voucher as well. Very quickly though, Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. These are your penny games, so I just kept hold of them because I say it all the time, not giving games away. The rest of it though, we got £20 and 50 pence on a voucher. So that's absolutely brilliant. So £20 and 50p up there. So 20 odd quid on a voucher, everything for free, plus a tenner. Easy peasy. And we're keeping hold of some games too. So let me tell you what I've kept. Right, first one, Dark Souls 3. I decided to keep hold of it very last second. I actually put it on the counter in CX to be taken for voucher. If this had been on the top of the pile, this won't be in my hand. He'd have just took it, but it was near the bottom, and as I was watching him put stuff through, I kept looking at it thinking, I actually don't want to trade that one in. So I reached over and I took it out of the pile and I said to Phil, I'm going to keep hold of that. Why I'm keeping hold of it? I haven't got a good reason really, because I've already got it. I've got the extended version on the Xbox One behind me. I just love Dark Souls, and I'm going to give it a go. I really, really want to just get good. So I thought, you know what, I'll keep hold of it now. I may trade it in later down the line. There's no rush. It doesn't harm me keeping hold of it for a little while longer. So Dark Souls 3, very, very last second, I decided to keep hold of that. No, I haven't done that in a very long time. Like literally took something after I put it on the counter. It was just a last split second thing. The other one I'm keeping hold of is Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Yes, I've already got all the other games on the Xbox 360, but I decided I would actually quite like the collection of them on the Xbox One. I'm not a massive Halo fan, to be fair, but as an Xbox fan, you know, having the Master Chief Collection that you pay 50 pence for feels right to keep hold of it. So yeah, Master Chief Collection. Probably got more likelihood of playing them as well if it's on the Xbox One, so I can just load it up and have a flip through the 4 games that are on there. So yeah, got hold of that. I'm also keeping I hope I'm saying this right. Valkyria Chronicles, I think that's right. Anyway, keeping hold of this one. It does seem to be a PS3 exclusive. Turn-based tactics game, so right on my street. I have played it very, very quickly, and I mean for like 20 minutes just to have a little check on it. It's in fantastic condition, and yeah, it looks like something I could really get behind. So yeah, keeping hold of that one. The last one is Spider-Man Friend or Foe. So yes, I'm keeping it. It's not in the best condition. I do need to go get the disc reserviced. It doesn't have a manual, but it's a Spider-Man game on the PS2 that I need. And as we all know, the price of Spider-Man games just seems to only go the one way at the minute, doesn't it? So I will be keeping hold of this one. It does look interesting as well. It seems to, it's a two-player co-op as well, which intrigues me. My little lad absolutely loves Spider-Man, so I might be able to encourage him one day to have a little go with me. So that might be nice, a nice experience in the future. But yeah, keeping hold of that one. So, like I said, not the biggest pile in the world, barely anything. But for a week in just charity shops, not bad. All the money back, plus a tenner, 20 odd quid on a voucher, and 4 very good games to be added into the collection. 4, these aren't cheap to buy either. There's a good amount of value that we've managed to add for free here. So, like I say, it's all charity shops because the car boots are not on yet, but we are so close to them being on. My first one should be on maybe next weekend or just there's not long to wait. I don't know exactly when they start up. It just seems to be some random date, but I'm checking Facebook frantically. But as soon as the car boots are back on, we're going to get at it. We're going to start hitting it really hard in 2025. So thank you very, very, very much for watching. Take care of yourselves.